We are back in Jupiter, Florida, where it's time for the final leg of the 2020 PBA Tour Finals, the championship match. Kyle Troup and Anthony Simonsen are the only two left standing from the 8 superstars we started with, and only one can win a tour title today. Bolero in Jupiter, Florida is home to the 2020 PBA Tour Finals here on CBS Sports Network. Today we bring you live coverage of the championship match. Anthony Simonsen and Kyle Troup go head-to-head for a place in the PBA Tour history and big prize money today. Welcome back, everyone. Bowling fans watching live coverage here on CBS Sports Network. This is Dave Ryan. I'll be joined by my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Randy Peterson, in a moment. Tremendous action so far in Group 1 and Group 2 finals. Anthony Simonsen had no trouble in Group 1 as he took down Jacob Butgriff with shots like this. The backup ball and the incredible conversion of the 2-8-10. And in the end, Anthony Simonsen, no worries for the star young right-hander out of Texas. Group 2, well, Kyle Troup had his struggles with Chris Prather. Lost the first game, but rallied in Game 2. In the race to 2, made a key ball change, 5th frame. That got him to the 9th and 10th frame roll-off and got him the victory. And now Randy Peterson, my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, here we are. We started yesterday with qualifying, 4 games each, 8 great bowlers. We're down to 2 superstars, and they're both two-handers, and they're both top seeds. We can't wait, right?
And they're both rooming together this week. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Real exciting players in Simonsen and Kyle Troup, the 2 young guns, if you will, of our tour. 2 of the best players we have, and it's only fitting that they're going to go at each other. You know, I think you made a great comment on how kind of easy Anthony Simonsen had it. Different story for Kyle Troup. He had to go to sudden death against Chris Prather, but like you said, he made that great ball change and then executed brilliantly coming down the stretch. I have no prediction for this match. I know that Kyle will use urethane again on the right lane to start. It'll look a lot better than it did in his match against Chris Prather because now he's bowling on a perfectly fresh oil pattern.
You're right next to the bowlers. What's the confidence level like? We know Kyle Troup just had a really tough match with Prather. Simo's had a while to wait. Does that give an advantage right now, do you think, to Kyle Troup?
You know, I think that they're both very confident right now, but I think that that confidence is also going to be based on what their ball reactions are going to be like as soon as this match gets underway. They have had some practice, and so they have an idea of what the lanes are doing. But keep in mind that even though the same pattern is being used throughout this event, every time the lanes are stripped and redressed, they get a little bit different. They get a little bit tighter down the lane. Kyle, we're going to start with you. What's your ball reaction like now getting ready to face your good buddy Anthony Simonsen versus what we just saw?
Well, it feels a little better than what we just saw. You know, we're back to fresh, so the urethane ball looks good, but you know, I'm not sure what he's going to do yet with his game plan, so I'm sure the lane's going to go through some transition, though, in these 2 games.
Okay, and just to be clear again, you guys are rooming together this week.
Yeah.
And do you typically do that on the road, on tour, or is it just this week?
We used to. Yeah, back in the day.
Back when he was about 17.
Back when he was 17?
That's when he was nader hunting.
What's that?
That's when he was nader hunting.
Yeah, we were chasing around the tornadoes and stuff back in the day. So.
Tornado hunting. Yeah. Interesting. Don't invite me to that party. Listen, what's your game plan going to be like? Is it going to be similar to what you've been doing all week?
Yeah, I'm going to use the reactive ball on the right lane. Probably use the same ball on both lanes. Just ball I'm really comfortable with and try to make, some good shots.
All right. Hey, the 2 buddies are going to go at it. Dave Ryan, this is going to be some exciting bowling, folks. You don't want to miss this.
Randy, we can't wait. Old friends matching up today here in Jupiter, Florida. A PBA Tour title is on the line. Championship match is next.
The 2020 PBA Tour Finals on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you, log on to gobowling.com.
All right, ready? Here we go. Simonsen Troup head-to-head championship match. Race to 2.
All right, the oil pattern we've been using throughout this event. Marshall Holman on the right, 37 feet, and the players are going to throw it outside to the extreme outside part of the lane. Kyle Troup, however, is going to go really straight from out with the urethane. Johnny Petraglia, a different animal altogether. Players are going to be in between third and fourth arrow. Once they dry up, they might start a little bit straighter around second arrow like we saw Chris Prather do in our last telecast. Man, we've seen some good bowling in this event. 300, 299.
Fantastic.
Talk about great bowling. At the age of 23, this guy already has Hall of Fame credentials. Did you know that, Dave Ryan? Well,
yes,
do
I
now.
did.
His unique two-handed delivery. Guess what? We also saw the other wrinkle to his game when he threw a backup ball at the 2-8-10 and made it. Guy's sick off the hook.
Incredible.
Sick off the hook talent, this dude.
He's made every PBA Tour final so far. Now wants to win it for the first time. That's a good start. Championship match in style with a shrink.
Two good friends going at it. This is going to be epic. Two-handers.
Oh, yeah. Not bad.
Troup, there it is. Pro with the fro, the most colorful player on tour and a winner earlier this year in Jonesboro for his 4th career W. Now, if I could just get him to give me some of those picks, change my hair, go on the road with him. There he is winning with the other coolest dude out on tour, Jesper Svensson.
Two wins this year. Had serious thoughts of Player of the Year prior to the pandemic. It's still a possibility. Love to get the victory here. It's our first PBA Tour title that we are awarding since the World Championship in Vegas 4 months ago.
March 15.
4 months ago.
Yeah, remember how bad I was beating up that urethane ball in our last telecast, right? It was just a few minutes ago. It's going to be so much better this game. And if you want to, somewhere down the road, you can ask me why.
How about right now?
No.
Got by Prather. Race to 2 match in the final Group 2 championship. Here we are now in our championship round. Winner take all. We started with 2 groups of 4 qualifying matches yesterday. All live coverage on CBS Sports Network. Start to finish live coverage of this event. Led us to the Group 1 and 2 winners. And here they are. Right lane, Simo. Yes.
Kind of what we expected. I mean, especially from Simonsen. He out-averaged the next highest competitor by 13 pins a game. I mean, it's 257 for his 4 games, and I think the next closest player was 244.
As great a bowler as Jacob Buttriff is, did not put up much of a fight against Simonsen. It was a while back. Starting off our coverage today. We finish it now. Simonsen left lane, ringing 10 pin.
Good shot, though. I don't think these guys are going to miss the pocket a whole lot in the next 2 games, just saying. They're obviously the cream of the crop at this event. They figured the lanes out. They know how to play them, and now it's just a matter of execution. And we saw how great Kyle's execution was against Chris Prather about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Kyle using the axiom on the left lane and pitch black on the right lane. Pitch black is urethane, folks. That's the ball that does not curve very much. That's the one right there.
Catch.
It was funny in between telecasts, Kyle, as I was walking out to my stand-up position, Kyle was like, "How did you like that ball change?" And I said, "I loved it. I hate urethane." He was like, "I love urethane." I go, "Yeah, when it works." I said, "It looks great at times," and I said, "It looked terrible."
Yeah,
and you changed because you knew you had to. You had to get out of the ball. He goes, "I had to. I had no chance of winning."
And he did, and he won.
Yeah. Here we
Worked
are.
out perfectly for Kyle Troup. Trying for his 5th career PBA Tour title. Simonsen has 7 wins already, 2 majors.
Oh boy. Oh boy. A little too fast, and the ball doesn't pick up on that left lane, the slick lane. There it is, just inside the 3rd arrow. Well, it's pretty much just to the right of 4th arrow, and a little too fast, and it won't pick up the friction down the lane.
First early mistake here. 210, trying to convert. Cross the deck, can't get to the 10.
Good shot.
Open frame.
2 good frames there.
Simonsen, a big opening here in the race to 2, game 1. Win 2 games, you take home the title.
Simon going with idle on both lanes. Oh! I get by with a little help from my friends.
I mean, I know I got around it.
I've never heard you sing the Beatles, and I never want to hear it again. But this was a great shot. Had help on the 9.
Just a little love tap.
Always fun to be with you, buddy.
Thank you, Dave.
Never quite know what's going to happen.
Well, like Grandma used to say, there's always work at the post office.
5th frame, Simonsen goes by 23. Yes, indeed.
You know, you have to expect the unexpected with me. You know that, right?
I've known it for a long. I've known you almost 20 years.
Yeah,
so I know that.
But I mean,
very
I
well.
keep you on your toes, though.
Totally
Right?
which I appreciate.
So Simonsen takes advantage of that nice break on the right lane with a little love tap 9, and then kicks the 10 out late there. And a nice early lead of 23 for Simo. Now Troup, right lane, urethane ball. Okay, it's back to back.
Already? Damn.
Flat 10s. I need to see the scoreboard real quick. What did he leave in the 3rd frame on that lane? It's a flat 10 nonetheless on the right lane with the urethane ball, and I think it was another one the last time up on that lane. Yeah, and so it's like already, do I get out of it? Do I get out of it now?
Game 1 max numbers 279, 246. So Troup in a 23-pin hole here. But we've seen a rally from Kyle from the 5th frame on before. Left lane, Troup. Yes.
I got a prediction.
Let's hear it.
If Simonsen, I know we're getting ready to go to break, and I want the folks at home to kind of listen in. So if Simonsen gets up out of this commercial break and throws 2 more strikes to give him a 4-bagger, Kyle Troup's going to change balls on that right lane.
Let's see. One of the most respected voices in sports welcomes you to the jungle every weekday starting at noon Eastern. Join Jim Rome for his hot takes and off-the-wall calls weekdays on CBS Sports Network.
Kyle Troup, are you going to stay in that urethane bowling ball in the right lane, or are you making the change now?
No, we're done with it, Randy. Black ball's done. After that second miss on that right lane, we got to get to the resin ball.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Good luck.
That was easy.
But I tell you, and Simon didn't even have to get up to throw two more right here. He's done with it. He's out of it.
Prophetic, sir.
But I mean, you look at it. Back-to-back week 10s, flat, and then flat. And it's like, yeah, done. See ya. Bye. Got to go to the reactive.
Simonsen looks for the turkey in a 33-pin lead here in game 1. No help on the 10 this time.
That was a little soft down lane.
It was. Two-time major champ, Masters and Players. Came so close this year to winning 2. Both won by Belmo. Here's a 10-pin. Max scores. Game 1 race to 2. So tied at 1. 9th and 10th frame roll. Looks on a spare. Has a strike on the left lane for Anthony Simonsen. Up steps Kyle Troup.
And the ball change.
And the ball change as correctly predicted by Mr. Randy. Cut it to 12. 7th frame works on a strike, and no help with the 10-pin. It stands still.
Hard to believe with the power of Simonsen and Troup that they would ever leave a week 10. But that right lane, after all the re-oils and everything else, is starting to get really snug. That urethane ball pushed enough oil down there where Troup had to get out of it, leaving the flat 10s. And now even with the reactive and having to play more angle, he left the flat 10 with that ball. Again, the right lane is going to be the determining factor as to who wins this title.
Been a theme all day, Randy. Group 1, Group 2, and now into the championship match. Left lane,
Beauty.
looking good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Perfect shot in that 1-3 pocket.
Yep.
Kyle, member of the Portland Lumberjacks, PBA League the last 2 years. Simo has the lumberjack look, doesn't he?
Dude looks straight out of the forest, man. Like, he looks like he lives in the forest and can talk to animals.
All right, 10-pin there. Similar results on that right lane.
Yeah, so now, the question is, all right, how do they get the week 10 out? And they had to throw the ball pretty fast on that lane because it's a shorter pattern anyway, and they have to get it going sideways, so they got to get it to the right spot. So now the question is, what do they do to get the week 10 out? And first instinct would be to throw it a little bit slower and give it a little bit more time to come around the corner. However, you do that and you miss left, you have zero chance of holding it on line. So, maybe you move right and get after it a little bit harder. Maybe that urethane ball pushed enough oil down the lane to create a little hold, or as the players like to call it, a little shim.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
He didn't like that one, but works out just fine in the left lane. He's good.
I smacked my knee because I don't know how to push it straight.
Oh, he hit his knee in the push-away as he was bringing the ball back behind him. This guy could probably, bounce a bowling ball off his head and strike. We've seen him do so many different things. Saw him throw it with his thumb in the weight hole. Saw him throw a backup ball and make the 2-8-10.
I mean, he's amazing, this guy. No contact with the knee, but he's just fine. Right lane, there's a trip 10.
See the difference, Dave, and how the 6 just annihilated the 10 pin versus the little flat half 10 weak ones? That's what basically ended my bowling career, was the weak 10, because it basically was testing my manhood. It was calling me out, right? And every time I'd leave a weak 10, it would just infuriate me. So then I went to 16 pounds, and then I kept leaving weak 10s, and I'm like, it was like taunting me. It was terrible. The only thing I never did was try throwing it 2 hands. I mean, I tried it, but I couldn't throw it fast enough, and so my ball would hook in the left gutter before it got to the pins.
Oops. Troup down 12, game 1. Looking for help. Doesn't get it on the 7 pin.
This game. Got it.
On the left lane.
Get out of here, dude.
That's just stupid. That's a stupid break. That's a stupid break. That's like a bald guy finding a gold comb. That right there. That is unlucky.
Can't throw it much freaking better than that.
He knows it too.
You heard him.
Really good shot.
Can't throw it much better than that.
Shot.
Still can't got it. I get it. 7 pin's not going to fall in this thing.
Looks like Kyle's going to be tested once again. Simonsen, what's the count he needs?
Raise the 2
Looks like 9, and Simo is going to go on and take game 1 of this best of 2.
Just 9 pins to win game 1. Win 2 games and you got the championship. If we're tied 1 game each, then it's a 9th, 10th frame roll-off, as we saw in the Group 2 final. There's 10, there's the win for Simonsen in the first game in the race to 2. So Anthony Simonsen, top seed, the winner of Group 1, and he has just been rolling past everybody, qualifying through the Group 1 final. And now a great start here in the championship round as well. He's already thinking about the next game. What's going to happen on that right lane? Because he's wrapped up game 1 here, Randy. He is on his way. This young Texan is going to be tough to beat. What a talent. Anthony Simonsen takes the first game. Anthony Simonsen wins game 1, 223-204, head-to-head with Kyle Troup in the PBA Tour Finals championship round. It's Dave and Randy with you, and Randy, is time for the Go Bowling with Randy segment. We're going to take a question for Randy from PBA social media. Eric asks, partner, in your opinion, who is the most underrated bowler of all time?
Hey, Eric, thanks a lot. Nothing like putting me on the spot. You know, I'm going to catch hell for this, but I spoke to a lot of players and a lot of tour reps. I even called Johnny Petraglia and said, what do you think? I've got to do this piece for Go Bowling, and this is who I think. And everybody agreed, so I think I'm all right. I think it's Ryan Schaefer. Ryan Schaefer had one heck of a career, but only winning 5 times. Let's keep in mind that this guy made 14 major shows. Here he finished his second to Osku Palermo in the 2011 World Championship. He had 5 second-place finishes in majors. So think about it. If this guy wins 2 of those 14 shows, he's in the Hall of Fame. Ryan Schaefer was amazing when it came to major championship competition, and I think he's one of the most underrated players in the history of the PBA.
Another Randy, good stuff. Ryan lost that championship match in Vegas, 203-177 that year. Here, it's all about the PBA Tour Finals championship round. Simonsen takes the 1-0 lead in the race to 2. Game 2 is next. PBA Tour Finals possibly about to wrap up here from Jupiter, Florida, and Bolero. Anthony Simonsen has taken a 1-0 lead. Let's flash back to the last time, Randy. You know I called this in Vegas along with Norm Duke. The last time the PBA Tour awarded a title. It's been 126 days. Now, Jason Belmonte won the World Championship over Anthony Simonsen, 213 to 190. Back on March 15th, we're about to pass out another trophy and big check here today. Kyle Troup wants to bring this to a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Simo wants to close the door.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coley Edison and Carissa and the rest of our staff have done an amazing job just to get us back here and back on television. And they duly need to be applauded.
Absolutely. Game 2 underway here, and a 10-pin stance for Troup.
And we, of course, can never leave out Tom Clark and all the hard work he's done in the transition and making everything as smooth as possible. We have great people and a great staff, and it's nice to be back on television.
10-pin, just enough of it for Kyle. But the Simonsen Express has been tough to stop.
So he's going to make a ball change on this right lane, and he tested the waters the last game on his fill shot. Interesting.
Shot.
Looked like he went to something that's going to shape a little bit more than the ball he was using, and moved in a little bit farther. Kid's amazing. What he can do to a bowling ball.
On the ring 10, there's a 10-pin. There's his spare conversion as he tries for his 8th career title. And he can do that with a win in this game.
23 years old, Anthony Simonsen. Kyle Troup's almost 30. Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah,
No,
29. If these stats are correct.
12 years on tour for Troup. Good looking shot. All 10 back, 60 feet to success there for Simonsen as he blasts through the rack on the left lane. Now Kyle Troup steps back up. Group 2 winner. It's a lot of bowling today after 4 games of qualifying yesterday. His second frame.
Oh, my.
Look, that's just fine for Kyle. Gets that late tap on the 10.
Yeah, dirtier than a vulture's mouth right there with that shot and that messenger coming over.
You think you have what it takes to be a pro? It's your time to become a pro. Head to PBA.com today. Sign up to become a PBA member. Register for our tournaments, access discounted practice rates, exclusive product offers, and more. Become a PBA member today. It's all PBA.com. Troup. Left lane.
Oh, boy.
Ooh. Boy, it's a very tough conversion. But just get set.
Yeah, it just seems like throughout this entire competition that the one guy out of the 8 players that we have, and we have 8 best players on the planet, except for one that's still in Australia, it's just seemed like Simonsen was the one guy that really never struggled getting his ball to hit the pocket, you know? I mean, I get they averaged 257 and whatnot, but he just made it look easier than the other players.
I'm with you. Not really tested. I mean, in qualifying, Jacob Buttriff had the 300 game. That was incredible to watch, but it was Simo's day yesterday through the 4 games. Only 19 years old and 39 days. How about that? That was back in 2016, won another major to become the youngest ever at 22 to win 2. Now, looking for a PBA Tour Finals win here today in Jupiter, Florida. Shots like that, he might just get there.
Yeah, just a little more dirty pool. Look at that ball reaction. I mean, he makes it look like there's a bumper in the right gutter, and that every time his ball gets there, it just peels right off of it and goes to the pocket.
incredibly consistent shot making. Didn't like that one as much, and that's the reason. 1, 2, 4, 10. Washing up.
First bad shot we've seen him throw in about a month. Okay, it's an exaggeration, but I can't remember the last time I saw him throw a bad shot, and this time he misses the head pin on the left lane, and he's staring at the 1, 2, 4, 10 washout.
He seems surprised, too.
How about a backup ball out?
Why not? But
All right,
not this time. Can't convert.
That's what we'll call that.
Got the 2A10 earlier today. The backup ball does not get help with a 10 pin. It's an open frame.
So backup ball, folks, for those of you new to the sport, is when the bowling ball rotates opposite of its normal direction. So right-hander, the ball tends to rotate kind of towards the left, or think about turning the car tires to the left, and that would be how a right-hander's ball would rotate. You can see the rotation there from Kyle, and another awful break for Kyle. But a backup ball will actually rotate the opposite direction. Kyle Troup not getting a whole lot of breaks going his way right now. You see that Messenger came across. There was another pin touching it, and that thing goes right behind it. But because of the open frame by Simo in the fourth with a spare here, Troup takes a small lead. He's rolling it nicely, Dave. I mean, he really is. He just needs a couple of good things to go his way, and then we'll go to sudden death in this match.
Max scores. It's tight. Is that your prediction?
I'm not sure yet. It's really hard to bet against Simonsen right now.
Two-time doubles winner, the Roth-Holman event. As we documented, won it with Jesper Svensson in Indy this year. Works on a spare fifth frame. Troup.
And if you
Will
throw
help
the blue
with the
ball,
scout
it
across the
strikes.
deck this time.
Make up your mind, bro. Over it up.
There's a 10, there's a spare. But Randy's saying make up your mind. And by that he means
Hook or don't hook. Right? I mean, either do what I think you're going to do or don't. I don't know. Sounded good. It's either that or he's trying to make up his mind as to exactly how he wants to let go of it. Oh.
watch out. Flirting with the channel. Almost went to the gutter. And gets 9. That could have been a lot worse.
Last two shots have been the two most erratic shots we've seen him throw in this competition.
Whoa. That was halfway in.
That was a huge break trip in the 10 late, by the way.
Yeah, it could have been 2-10 split, just the 2-pin. Well, the game has changed. Simonsen down 4 pins.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I bowled a tournament where I was going along nicely and I was in pure stroke. And I mean, I'm labeling every shot, you know, and I'm just really, really throwing it nice, hitting my target, making the right moves. Go to the next pair. I start off the same way, you know, making nice, and then all of a sudden it's like, did somebody just hit me with a tranquilizer dart? I mean, what is going on?
What happened? Left lane, Simonsen trying to find that look again. Tap on the 10. And
There you are,
down
Charles.
It goes.
He turns to Charles after this messenger. Charles, our handheld down lane cameraman, is pretty awesome. So Simonsen right now, he's got a nice opportunity to take back the lead. Lots more to come from Jupiter, Florida.
Four-pin lead, Kyle Troup. PBA Tour Finals championship match. Simonsen in the race to 2 has the 1-game-to-none lead. The first game, 223-204. Get up and start your day with Boomer and Gio as they break down all the latest updates and sports that are sure to fuel your day. Weekday mornings at 6, right here on CBS Sports Network. Troup, right lane.
Right.
Got to hurry. It does.
That's right.
And crunches into that 1-3 pocket perfectly.
Good change. Good change.
Troup gained some confidence with a 4-pin lead. Now works on a strike. Trying to go up 14 in the 7th frame.
That's a beautiful shot there and faces the 1-3 head on. Kyle Troup now can extend his lead to 14.
Good job. Big result. Kyle Troup comes through. Fist pump. There's the energy we expect from this guy. But anyone's game. Simonsen trying to seal the deal here and win his 8th career PBA Tour title.
Another ball change going back to the ball he originally started with on that right lane for Simonsen. Whoa.
Wow. 3-6-7-10. Lot up, Randy.
Yeah, he's kind of lost his way. This game has been very shaky for him. He's going to try to throw this bowling ball and get it over to the right side of that 3-pin and cut it into the 7. You will not see a backup ball.
Toss pair. Simonsen, not quite. 7 stands, open frame. Lead balloons by 12 to Troup on the bench. And he is absolutely in the driver's seat of game 2.
We're going to go to sudden death. I have a feeling. Troup is locked in. The momentum is almost all but swung in the Troup corner. I mean, you can just feel it's like somebody just opened a window. And right now, it's all Kyle Troup. Doesn't like it. Turned around immediately, didn't like it.
Commit to it the right way.
He just looks a little out of sync right now. See that? It just doesn't look like he's comfortable, like he's executing. It's amazing how it doesn't take a whole lot for things to just kind of go south. I mean,
So is he thinking about the roll-off now? I mean, he's not even looking at that
Simonsen?
shot. Yeah. Why would he turn away from that shot?
Because he didn't like it. He didn't think it was going to strike.
Oh, I don't know.
No, yeah, we know Kyle Troup there's
He's
another big strike.
Yeah, Simonsen's thinking about the roll-off now.
Down 36 after another strike from Kyle Troup.
Kyle Troup's going to be in the high 2 teens after that strike right there. Simonsen's max score is 212.
Turkey here for Troup. So we'll have the 9th, 10th frame roll off to determine the winner. If it's tied after the 9th and 10th frame, single ball roll off. We'll declare the champion. He liked that for good reason. Another strike for Troup. 46-pin lead through his foundation frame, and he is pumped.
That was a beautiful shot. Now he doesn't even need a mark in the 10th frame. He just needs good pin count. Back to the other ball again for Simonsen. He's back and forth and has been throughout this entire game 2.
Well, now he finds a groove.
That's late. It's too
down by too many, and it's too late in this game. So it looks like Troup's going to win game 2 and force the 9th, 10th frame roll-off to determine who wins the PBA Tour Finals crown in 2020. Neither bowler has won this tournament before.
Just like that, it looks like he's found his groove again.
Which, despite the score in this game, has got to give him confidence for the roll-off.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. If he was still spraying it all over the lane like a sprinkler, he wouldn't be very confident going into the roll-off, but I think he's probably fine now.
He looks frustrated still, though. You've got to turn that frown upside down and get ready for, it appears, the 9th, 10th frame roll-off with Kyle Troup. Left lane here, wrapping it up in the 10th, and gets 8.
Kyle Troup, 8 on the first ball. He's a winner. 6-4-2. Yep, that'd be 212. He gets 8 and misses them all, so. Wonder what lane choice he's going to go with.
He's got 10, he's got to win. In game 2, Kyle Troup will force the 9th, 10th frame roll-off. The winner of that takes home the PBA Tour Finals 2020 championship. We're all tied, Randy, at 1. Nothing like the last match of 9 hours of live coverage here on CBS Sports Network coming down to a roll-off. This will be fun to watch to see who takes home the championship. It's roll-off time. 2:37-2:10. A game 2 win for Kyle Troup after losing the first game 223-204. Right to the roll-off, Randy. What do you think?
It's a coin toss. I mean, it's a coin toss. I think Simonson's fine again. I know Kyle Troup is real comfortable doing what he's doing. What do you think, Dave? You got a feeling about one or the other?
Momentum for Troup to me.
Like that? Okay.
Let's see how it plays out. Left lane to start for Kyle Troup.
My only concern for Kyle is the last shot he threw on the right lane went high. For Simonsen, the last shot he threw on the left lane went high.
Left lane gets us started, and a big strike for Kyle Troup. He's pumped for good reason. All 10 back into the pit, just shrapnel remaining after that shot.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Troup is bruising the pins on that left lane.
Ninth, 10th frame roll-off is underway. Winner takes a PBA Tour title. First title awarded since March 15th. It's been a while. Simonsen needs a response. 4-pin.
All right.
Right lane's breaking down. Players are going to have to move in a little bit, or at least Kyle Troup will, because he went high the last time on that lane as well. Now, in my opinion, Dave, for Simonsen to have any chance, he has to strike on the next ball. If he doesn't, Troup can go spare strike and win.
Tremendous pressure on these bowlers with a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. There's no room for error whatsoever.
This is a must strike right here. So if he gets 9, if he goes 9 spare strike, it's 39. Troup would just need a strike on the first ball or a spare strike.
So Simo really needs this one, and can't get it. No help with a 10-pin. It stands for Simonsen.
Troup will be on the right lane to finish. Strike first ball, keeps it. Strike first ball, it's over. All he has to do is keep it on the lane, get good count.
Nice pair, nice pair. 9th, 10th frames for Anthony Simonsen.
I have a re-rack, please.
Going to ask for re-rack here as he fills out the 10th.
Okay, at least one good one here.
Nine hours of live coverage. The PBA Tour here on CBS Sports Network is going to come down to one shot for Troup.
Spare strike or strike first ball, keep it on the lane. Kyle Troup's going to win this. And think about where he came back from with the match against Chris Prather.
Been a tremendous tournament for Kyle Troup. Comes down to this. On the right lane, trying for the strike.
You've got to be kidding me.
4-pin.
Oh, my. Absurd. Rip the rack 4-pin. Okay. Got to cover this and strike to capture title number 5. Watch this pin action. I mean, that's just criminal.
There's the 4, there's the mark.
All right.
Now it comes down to the strike he needs.
If he gets 9, we're going to a 1-ball roll-off. If he gets less than that, Simonsen wins.
A strike to win. A 9 a tie. 8, Simonsen wins on the bench. It comes down to one shot here from Kyle Troup to determine the PBA Tour Finals champion in 2020. And here it is. Kyle Troup has the strike, has the win in Jupiter, Florida. Kyle Troup is the 2020 PBA Tour Finals champion. Go get that trophy, Kyle.
This is a beautiful trophy. Oh, Storm, thank you. Storm, Coolwick, Vice, Team Fish, Bowler X. This is for all of us, baby. Love you, Gup, Tyler, Mom. Mwah.
Wow. What a moment for Kyle Troup. A champion in Jupiter, Florida today.
Guess we got to pick it out.
The 2020 PBA Tour Finals on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you, log on to gobowling.com.
Kyle Troup won Jonesboro, Arkansas this year. Doubles with Jesper Svensson in Indy this year. And this weekend in Jupiter, Florida, a victory for his 6th career PBA Tour title as he takes it over Anthony Simonsen. He's joined now by Randy Peters.
Hey, Kyle, I think I shorted you a title when I said you were going for title number 5, but I think it was a typo in my info sheet. First of all, congratulations, man. It just wouldn't look like you were left for dead, especially in the Prather match. You just came back from anywhere. The Prather match, you were down. You made that huge change. We talked about it after that, and then it kind of looked the same in the Simonsen match. Take us through it.
Yeah, there was a lot of transition going on that I dealt with pretty much throughout the whole event. And the one thing I had to do, though, is commit and believe in myself. Never give up. I have it tattooed on my body. And, that's kind of the mindset I had to have. I wasn't super confident with my ball reaction there. It did come to me as I made the ball change. I switched to a different axiom on the right lane, and I felt a little confident after that.
Talk about that last shot. You need spare striker or strike first ball in the 10th frame to win, and you leave that unbelievable ripper 4-pin. And then you have to cover that, obviously. And then you get up and you need all 10 to win. What went through your mind?
So I thought that first shot in the 10th was really good. I might have missed it just a tad at the bottom, but I told myself, don't move. I think I'm far enough left. I'm in the right spot. If I just throw it a little better, hit it a little harder. And at about 40 feet, I felt like that was going to be 10 back. And this is special, man. Holding this trophy right now, especially with the way the matches went today, it's an unbelievable feeling, but, very grateful for it.
Kyle, congratulations. No one more deserving than yourself. Way to go, man.
Thank you, Randy.
Send it back upstairs to Dave.
Hey, Randy, thanks. And what a weekend for Kyle Troup. Trying to pick it out, the pro with a fro. Unbelievable effort as he wins his 3rd title of the year. It's going to be the conversation for Player of the Year in 2020 and 6th in his PBA career. Been a great 9 hours of live coverage here on CBS Sports Network. Thanks, bowling fans, for joining us. And please, everyone, stay safe. For Randy Peterson and the entire crew, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from Bolero in Jupiter, Florida. Been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Group 1, Group 2, qualifying 4 games each. We had 8 players. Then we went down to the step ladder, Group 1, Group 2, and eventually one champion out of 8 great bowlers, and his name, Kyle Troup. Group 1 stepladder play is complete. We saw great bowlers like Duke and Rash. But in the end, too much. Anthony Simonsen, the top seed, not really tested by Jacob Buttriff in the Group 1 final. Simo rolls on. He'll play now for the PBA Tour Finals Championship. Now for the entire crew and Randy Peterson, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from Bolero in Jupiter, Florida. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.